What's up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. And as you can see, I'm starting out the day with some cardio. Woke up pretty late today because I'm gonna work out in the morning late. When I can sleep long, I will, to recover my body. Because when you're deep into the preparation of the competition, you get more and more tired, but then you know you're on the right track. So today we're going to do chest once more. Yep, I'm pretty much training everything twice a week now. Twice chest, twice back, and twice legs. With the legs it's quads and hamstrings. Chest is different exercises every single workout. And with back it's mostly back thickness to really work on the weak points that I got. So I'm doing cardio on the treadmill right now, as you can see. And I'm going to do that for about an hour. And then I'm going to work out. I like this one better than the treadmill. Did I call it a treadmill? This is home trainer. I like this better than the treadmill because the home trainer is purely focused on the legs, and it gives a different muscle contraction, and it has been proven that if you would go to the maximum, if you would go on and on, that this bike right here, the movement of your legs doesn't burn as much muscle. Not as much muscle breakdown is happening compared to doing the same time on the treadmill. So this one is better, especially when you're deep into a competition, to preserve muscle mass. So yeah, I think I'm about to go live on Instagram. Time usually goes a lot faster that way. Anyway, guys, see you at breakfast, because today is a high day. I just had 2 low days, and actually my low days are different now. So a high day is about 450 grams of carbs, and 2 low days are different. So I've got 1 low day of about 250 carbs, 200 carbs, and one of 150 carbs, because I usually have 2 meals, rice meals, before working out that I add 30 grams of brown rice to, but on the lowest low day I remove those 30 grams. So yeah, makes it a little lower, burns a little more fat. There's little changes along the way that make a big difference. Okay, and we're jumping right into the workout, as I forgot to record my breakfast, because trust me, I already got my breakfast done. I usually take oatmeal and I put some raisins in there, some cinnamon, some vanilla whey, some almond milk, and I put it in the fridge the night before, and when it gets out of the fridge it's nice and thickened up and it's ready to go. So when I'm done with the cardio, I literally have to go to the fridge, take my breakfast, and I can eat it. So I'm very hungry when I'm done with cardio, so I just decided to eat it right then and there. So that's why we're jumping right into this workout. And as you can see, I am starting out with the bench press once again, keeping my strength intact. Remember, this is a high day actually, the day this was recorded, but 2 days before this I had 2 low days, burning off all the glycogen in my muscles. So my body weight is lower today, you know, holding less water, holding less sugars, less energy into the muscles, but that is precisely why I'm keeping in the bench press and stuff like that, in order to keep my strength up. So always keep in the basic compounds such as the bench press and the dumbbell press, like this incline dumbbell. And this works the upper chest a lot. This is a very nice move, and honestly I looked at a video of Chris Bumstead, and I saw him do these ones. Normally this bench wouldn't be as steep as much as an incline as this one, but I decided to do so. Normally I would be working a lot more shoulders, I would be feeling it more in my shoulders putting it on this incline, but since I saw the second place, aka the runner-up of this year's Mr. Olympia Classic Physique, I was gonna try it this way. Just because I'm inspired by that class by so much, I really, that is really my dream, to be one of those competitors. But anyway, Here you can see the chest striations coming in, and what you want to do with this dumbbell press is you want to go down all the way and go up all the way, contracting and stretching the chest. Now you can actually see what's happening in the muscle. That is what I'm actually consciously doing. I'm not just moving the weight. When I'm going down, I want to feel the stretch, and when I'm going up, I want to feel the contraction. And it's even easier to feel that during this exercise, the flat chest press. It is a machine, but if you look closely at the handles, you can see them moving outwards as I stretch and move them inwards as I contract, which causes the muscle to move naturally through the range of motion. And guys, there's no one in the gym, so that's why I decided to take off my shirt and check out my progression on camera. It's always nice to have an objective view of how you look like. What you gotta remember is we all take pictures at our very best angle, so when you look up to someone, I do too, and even I know that this is true about Arnold as well, when you look at pictures of him or certain footage from a different angle, you know that that is the best lighting, the best conditions, the best, way that he wants to look, or any person you look up wants to look. So you cannot really compare yourself to pictures. So that's why you really gotta humble yourself and just record yourself with different angles, different lighting, and see if you make progression over time. And what I'm seeing right here is I definitely made some progression in the muscle mass department, in the upper body for sure. As you can see, the upper chest is much fuller. You can see the striations right there. And the reason why I'm pretty striated right now, pretty lean, is, as I said, it is a high day today at this recording, but I only had breakfast, as I told you before. So I'm only one meal in, and the previous 2 days were basically, well, no carbs for my body. I burned right through them, so there isn't much water to be held by my body, almost no water under my skin, which means I do look a little smaller, but at the same time I look more conditioned. So it's a trade-off of the both situations. And also a mistake a lot of bodybuilders make is they try to stay full all the time when cutting, but you will be full when you're done cutting, when the day of the contest arrives, or when you reach your goal cutting. That's when you will look full, when you can eat a little more again and carb up. The process in between, however, you will not look your best. You will make progression conditioning wise, but mass wise it'll have to wait until you can eat a little more again. That is why you should trust the process. And I just did some incline bench press on a machine, a very nice way to get a constant tension on the muscle. And then we're ending it off with some flies, as I usually like to do, an isolation movement for the chest. You can see a full stretch and a full contraction. A full range of motion for chest is really what creates the depth of the muscle. You've got some very big bodybuilders who, when do the most muscular, you cannot really see the striations in their chest, even when they're very lean. And that is because they do build mass very easily, but their form isn't really that perfect. So what I like to do is perfect the form. You may not be able to do as much weight, but you will add quality to the muscle. And this tricep exercise, the rope pushdown, it's a variation of the regular pushdown as you just saw, and the bent over pushdown. This creates a slightly different angle that you work the triceps with. And if you look closely, I'm really working the small head of the triceps, which makes the outside of your tricep look bigger. And then it is time for one of the most important tricep exercises that I usually do, a very heavy compound exercise, at least for the triceps, the Skullcrusher. And when you look closely, I'm letting the bar drop to my hairline and then pushing it not just upwards but also backwards. This creates a constant tension on the triceps, and what I'm working here is the medial head and the long head of the triceps. You want a full stretch when you're going down and a full contraction when you're going up without too much stress on the elbow joint, which is why I'm performing it exactly as I am. So don't go straight upwards, but actually go upwards and backwards
At the same time, remember that you will feel the lactic acid build up a lot faster. This is a very important exercise for me because one of my weak points is the tricep sweep. So when I'm doing the front double bicep, I want the tricep sweep to come down lower. And what you need for that is the long head of the tricep to be improved. Which is also why I'm doing another comparable compound, an isolation movement for the triceps, the tricep dumble press, I'm calling it. It's basically an extension or a press at the same time. And I actually watched Mike O'Hearn do this one on Facebook, and I was like, well, let's just give it a try. He got pretty good triceps, and it actually feels pretty good. What you want to do is go all the way down, behind your head, feel the stretch of your triceps, and when you're going up, you twist the dumbbells inwards and you contract the triceps right then for full tricep activation.
Alright guys, I got home actually. I forgot to record a breakfast because I was really hungry and I didn't really think about it. But on a high day, my breakfast is what it usually is. It has been like that for a few weeks. And that's 100 grams of oatmeal, 30 grams of raisins, 60 grams of whey, and 20 grams of almonds with some cinnamon in there. But now that I just got home from working out, and I did chest, which I recorded, I'm having my post-workout meal right now. So let's take a look at what it is and how I'm preparing it. Okay, so right here we have the Active Fry running. If you look in there, you can see some brown rice with 150 grams of mixed vegetables, and actually some sea coral, or however you say that, to add some salty taste to it. I of course put some spices in there. The rice is yellow because of the turmeric, and I put some black pepper in there to better absorb the turmeric. So I pre-cooked the rice a few days ago, so I only had to put it in there. It's 200 grams cooked brown rice, 10 grams of coconut oil and the vegetables, so just turn it on. In about 8 minutes it's done. And now let's go to the protein, which is some tilapia. And the color right there is from some teriyaki sauce. Virtually no calories. This is 300 grams of fish. It is frozen, as you can see, so I put this on there. Pretty low heat, and it'll be cooked in about 8 minutes as well. Perfectly seasoned and marinated. And let's take a look what it looks like together. Alright, so I'm back upstairs and this is the result. As you can see, the fish has transformed with the marinated aspect of the teriyaki sauce, making the white fish not as boring anymore, but actually a pleasure to eat. And of course, we've got the rice and the vegetables, and the thing about the vegetables is I chose a vegetable selection that doesn't bloat my stomach. I want to keep it as flat as possible. So if you're wondering, why is your stomach bloated after a meal? It could be because you're eating onions, garlic, spring onions, mushrooms, broccoli, stuff like that too much, and it'll cause the bacteria in your stomach to create gases from those carbs in those vegetables, because they are hard to digest. But if you choose vegetables like zucchini, bell pepper, eggplant, and stuff like that, you won't have those issues, and those are called the FODMAP vegetables. I'll make a video about that, but basically those are the foods that you can eat without causing bloating in your intestines. So that is the reason why, and it still tastes amazing, but I'm going to enjoy this meal right now.
And that was the video of the day. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to stay golden.